Hi, in today's video I wanted to share with you a fall recipe because fall has definitely arrived, and I thought I would share with you these delicious butternut squash muffins. These muffins are oil-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, and of course vegan. I absolutely love them. I really hope you give these muffins a try. They're simple to make, taste delicious, and they're such a cozy treat this time of the year. So without further ado, let's get into the recipe.
Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Start by steaming 2 cups of either butternut squash chunks or pumpkin chunks until really soft. This should take anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. I like to buy pre-cut butternut squash chunks and add it on top of a steaming tray to cook. If you do not want to make your own butternut squash puree or pumpkin puree, you can simply use canned pumpkin puree. Meanwhile, in a large bowl, mix together all of the dry ingredients. I'm mixing a few different gluten-free flours. I'm starting with 1 cup oat flour, then half a cup of rice flour, half a cup of almond flour, and finally half a cup of tapioca flour. You can use 2.5 cups of any flour of your choice, whether gluten-free or not. This is the mix that works best for me. Then I add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of psyllium husk, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. If you really like it cinnamony, you can add more cinnamon or also add some nutmeg, and finally a pinch of salt. Then mix all the dry ingredients until well combined. After 20 to 30 minutes, go ahead and check on your butternut squash or pumpkin and make sure that it is soft. I really like to do this inside of a measuring cup. Every time I add a few more chunks of either butternut squash or pumpkin, mash it up and continue adding more chunks until I reach 1 cup in the measurement cup. Next, I add half a cup of applesauce and mix that well. Next, you will add a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, and if you would like it to be sweeter, you can also add a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar or xylitol, or even another 1/4 cup of maple syrup. It is up to your sweetness preferences. And finally, you will add a 1/3 cup of plant-based milk of your choice. I'm using oat milk, and then I mix it all together. Now that we have all of our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients ready, go ahead and add the wet ingredients into the dried ingredients and mix them well until you get a consistent batter. You can choose to add a variety of things into your batter, such as chocolate chips, walnuts, cranberries, coconut flakes, cacao nibs, and today I decided to separate my batter into 3 different parts. To one of the parts, I added a 1/4 cup of crushed walnuts and mixed it well into the batter. Then I added to another part a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips and mixed that well. And the last part I left plain. Next, I went ahead and lightly greased with some coconut oil my muffin tin and added in the batter to make the muffins. I like to use an ice cream scooper for this. When scooping the batter and putting it into the muffin tin, you can leave it round as it is, or what I like to do sometimes is to flatten the top as you see me do today. And it is important to note that since this is a gluten-free batter, it will barely rise, so the shape that you choose to make your muffins is basically the shape that they will stay. And when adding the batter with the walnuts, I decided to also add a whole walnut on the top, as I think it's very nice decoratively. And the same thing with the chocolate chip. So once I added them into the muffin tin, I added a few more chocolate chips on the top. Once you have put all the batter into the muffin tin, you should have 12 muffins. You can put them into the oven for about 20 minutes to bake. While the muffins were in the oven, I decided to make a little bit of a frosting for my plain muffins. All I did was mix about 3 tablespoons of plant-based yogurt, and you can choose any kind that you would like. I chose to use vanilla flavor, but you can also do plain. And I mixed it with 1 tablespoon of almond butter, but you can decide to use peanut butter, and it tastes delicious. This is an idea I got from Nikki Vegan, and I totally recommend it. Then, when the muffins are done baking, remove them from the oven and let them cool. Then it is time to serve them. Add the frosting if you would like, and enjoy.
That is all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like it. It really helps me out with the algorithm and makes my day. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below to join the Living Life Simply community and never miss another video. Let me know in the comments below if you give this recipe a try, and feel free to share this recipe with whoever you think might enjoy it. I will see you all very soon with a new video. Bye!